Welcome to the Hilton M. Briggs Library Speech 101 instruction. This video will focus on defining your search strategy. By the end of this video, you will be able to determine the separate concepts within your topic, brainstorm a list of synonyms, narrower and broader terms, and formulate a search statement using Boolean logic and truncation. Before sitting down to a computer to begin your research, a few steps will help increase your chances of success. First, you need to determine the separate concepts within your topic. For instance, if I were to look at drinking and driving, I would have two concepts. Obviously, first, drinking, and second, driving. The next step is to do some brainstorming about search terms for our concepts. I find it easiest to lay out my search terms in a table with each concept at the top of a column. Thinking of search terms can be intimidating, but if you talk your topic out with a friend, you might find it easier than doing it by yourself. There are two reasons to do this. First, the terms you first come up with may not work in searching, and having a list of other terms makes a failed search less intimidating. Second, you can actually refine your topic in this stage. Brainstorming terms may include broader terms, narrower terms, and related terms. Let's look at my search topic as an example. My concepts themselves are pretty straightforward, but let's see what else we can think of. In terms of drinking, I can add alcohol because drinking water just before driving doesn't seem so bad. Drunk, underage drinking, binge drinking, etc. For driving, I can think of other activities that drinking might have a negative impact on, such as boating, hunting, fighting, etc. You can also focus on specific groups like the one I already included, underage drinking, or college students or high school students. These terms give me ways to narrow my topic and alter my topic a bit if I find that I'm really interested in the way binge drinking increases the likelihood of fighting. Now that I have determined the concepts within my topic and brainstormed terms to search, I need to decide which words I'll start with and figure out how to put the terms together to get the information I want. We'll look at truncating our terms and at using Boolean logic to do this. Don't worry, both are easier than they sound. I'll start with the terms alcohol and driving and look at ways I can truncate them. Truncation, also known as wildcard searching, lets us search for different forms of the same word. For instance, I might want any form of the word alcohol. I don't care if an article talks about alcohol or alcoholism. I want that article. I could search once for the word alcohol and another time for the word alcoholism, but there is an easier way. I find the root of the word. In this case, alcohol is the root, and I put an asterisk at the end. This will get me any word that begins with A-L-C-O-H-O-L, whether there are any letters following it or not. The trick is to find the root of the word. Let's look at another example. The word driving could be driver or drive. In this case, if I use D-R-I-V-E with an asterisk, I would not get driving. Why? Because driving does not have an E after the V. They are the same for the D-R-I-V, but then they go in different directions. D-R-I-V is actually the root of the word, and we would put our asterisk after the V to get all forms of this word. Truncation is good for getting both singular and plural words. In my search, both alcohol and drive are good candidates for truncation, so I'll truncate them both. Now that I have my truncation set, I'll look at putting words together using Boolean search terms. There are two terms that I would like to use to describe alcohol, drunk and alcohol. Like with truncation, I could simply do multiple searches for each word I want to use, but again, there is an easier way. I am going to use Boolean logic to add the two words together. I want at least one of the words to appear. There is a term I can use to combine these, or. I want drunk or alcohol. The term or can be illustrated like this. One circle represents all the records that contain the word drunk. The second circle represents all the records that contain the word alcohol. Since we are looking for any records that contain either word, we are interested in any record that falls in either circle. Easy, right? Right. Now we need to add our second concept. We've got the term or down, but can I use it here? Does the statement alcohol or drunk or driving make sense? I hope you answered no, because we want one of the first two and the last one. We'll use alcohol or drunk and drive. If we go back to our diagram of or, we can add a third circle to represent all the records that contain the word drive. Because we want only those records that contain one of the first two terms and the third term, we are interested in only those records where circle 3 overlaps either circle 1, circle 2, or both circle 1 and 2. Okay, we have the term or to combine words within the same concept, and the word and to combine two different concepts. Or will get you more records, but and will get you fewer. What this means while you are doing research is that if you come up with a search that has only a few records, you might try looking for another term using or. On the other hand, if you get too many results, you might want to add another concept with and. Once you get this far, you are ready to start searching for information in specific databases. We will show you ProQuest, CQ Researcher, and LexisNexis.